Hello, everybody. At this time, we are talking about organizational values. Organizational values are the guiding principles that provide an organization with purpose and direction. They are like a compass steering the company's journey, shaping its decision making and defining its identity both internally and externally. Implementing and communicating organizational values can help companies attract and hire the right people, gain employee buy-in, and ensure their employees know how to best support the business strategy and achieve business success. Each R is well positioned to identify, understand, and align the organization's core values with those of its employees, make sure they are lived on a daily basis, and foster the type of organizational culture that supports them. And then we move to the importance of organizational values. Organizational values guide employees' actions and attitudes, fostering a shared understanding of what is important in the workplace. This creates a sense of unity and cohesion among team members, enhancing collaboration and productivity. These values also influence the company's approach to problem solving and innovation. For instance, a business that values creativity will likely foster an environment where new ideas are encouraged and rewarded, driving continual improvement and growth. From a macro business perspective, organizational values are important because they are key in shaping the business landscape and industry standards. They influence the competitive dynamics within an industry, defining what is considered acceptable or desirable behavior among competitors. For instance, if a leading company in an industry prioritizes innovation as a value, it sets a standard that encourages other companies to invest in research and development to remain competitive. Similarly, a company that strongly values customer service can set customers' expectations for the entire industry, pushing other businesses to improve their service levels. And then, how are organizational values different from organizational culture? The terms organizational values and organizational culture are often used interchangeably. However, these two terms have significant differences. The terms organizational values and organizational culture are often used interchangeably. However, these two terms very significant differences. On the other hand, organizational culture refers to the collective values, behaviors, beliefs, and practices that guide the actions and attitudes of employees within the company. Culture can be regarded as the personality of a company and is influenced by many factors, including the style of leadership, patterns of communication, and the norms of the workplace. Organizational culture is a more complex and dynamic concept that is shaped by an array of internal and external factors and is often more challenging to define and measure than organizational values. Culture is more implicit and varies across different teams or departments of the company. On the other hand, organizational values provide a foundation on which the organization's culture is built. To summarize, organizational culture and organizational values are related but two distinct concepts. The value of an organization lay the foundation on which corporate culture is shaped. Culture is a more complex and dynamic concept and is much harder to define than organizational values. And then we move to benefits of clearly defined organizational values. The first benefit: enhance organizational cohesion. Clearly defined values unify employees around a common people and purpose and set of principles. They foster a sense of unity and belonging, encouraging teamwork and collaboration across departments and levels. Second, attracts and retains talent. Organizations with clearly defined values attract individuals who share similar beliefs and priorities. Employees are more likely to be engaged and motivated when their personal values align with those of the organization, leading together and to higher job satisfaction and retention rates. And then third, aligned decision making. When values are clearly articulated, employees can make decisions that are consistent with the organization's core principles. This alignment reduces ambiguity and enhances organizational effectiveness by ensuring that actions reflect shared beliefs and goals. And then fourth, reinforces organizational reputation. Consistently demonstrating values in actions and interactions enhances the organization's reputation among customers, partners, and the broader community. It builds trust and credibility, reinforcing the organization's position as a responsible corporate citizen. And then we move to the different types of organizational values. The first types, core values. Core values are the foundation of organizational culture. These are the values that guide the entire organizations to conduct themselves and perform under all circumstances. Core values exhibit shared behaviors, beliefs, and attributes within an organization. In a world that is constantly changing and evolving, core values are the ones that remain constant and do not change for convenience. And then the second, permission to play values. Permission to play values are exactly what the name suggests. These values define the minimum standards of behavior an employee should exhibit. They are not differentiators like core values, but define principles or rules of your business decisions and conduct. For example, you as an organization might not want to encourage dishonest behavior. And then third, aspirational values. As the name suggests, aspirational values are the ones that define where the organization aspires to reach but are currently looking for. Leaders with great vision often define aspiration values very well, helping the organization achieve where they want to be. And then fourth, accidental values. Accidental values are those values that bubble up and internally, as an organization grows. They are unintentionally shared behaviors, attributes, and beliefs that a team exhibits, though not explicitly visible to the employees working for a long time, but are immediately apparent to no teammates. It can be as simple as how managers communicate with the team or celebrate birthdays and special occasions of their teammates. I think it is enough. Thanks for watching.